Was there a certain type of acreage you're looking for in the public ground that you guys were going to hunt?
Yeah, we weren't too picky. We weren't looking for a certain size or anything.
That's incredible. I mean, that's like almost throwing a dart on a map and saying, let's
go there.
Check this out. Kill a booner. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Drury Outdoors 100% Wild podcast, powered by Form Energy and Deercast.
You're Tim Chelswick.
You're Matt W. Drury.
That's right. And we're rolling along during the deer season. By the time this is airing, it'll probably be about December, the first week of December, I think.
Yeah, and for all you turds out there that like to make fun of me for hunting out of a saddle, well, here's one for you. Right in your face.
What is the point of the...
Marshall's already laughing because he knows what's coming next. We got Marshall Musser, who's a rack packer. If you're not a rack packer, it's our very private Facebook group.
Very popular is what I thought you were going to say. Very popular
with
the girls, with the ladies. There's 3 or 4 in there.
We're going to talk about a public land saddle buck that Mr. Musser killed.
All right. So without further ado, we have Marshall Musser. What's up, man?
Hey, not much.
So you're a Rack Pack member.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So first of all, thank you.
Let's get first things first.
We're going to start there. Mm-hmm. Any Rack Pack member that kills a giant, we will do a podcast with you.
Whoa.
Was that the goal? That had to be the goal.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
he whispered for Tim and Matt. And then he cracked the release and let that thing go.
So real quickly, Marshall, this is how quick this happened. Marshall puts up a post in the Rack Pack this morning that says that he killed this giant 188 on public land.
Such a big deer.
I mean, gigantic deer on public land. And I saw it, I commented on it, and then I sent it to Jim Richmond. I was like, we should have this guy on the podcast and tell us, like, this is interesting to me.
And Jim didn't like the idea because Jim was like, this guy looks like an idiot.
That's right.
He's probably going to talk like an idiot. And I just think it's a bad idea.
But we powered through, and Tim and I were like, no, I like Marshall, and I think Marshall's going to be great. And
we believe in him.
Here Marshall is on the podcast telling us his story within like 8 hours of me finding out about it.
It's a whirlwind.
Quickly. Okay, so take us through this, man. So you're from Pennsylvania. You killed the deer in Indiana. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay, so take us through. Is this an annual trip that you and your buddies do?
So it might be an annual trip now, but no, it was the first time we were in Indiana. We were planning an out-of-state trip, week trip in November sometime. Ended up it being the second week in November, and we're originally planning maybe going to Ohio, and we're like seeing some EHD, I think, in Ohio, so we decided to keep going west, and ended up in Indiana and did a little bit of east scouting. That's about it. But yeah, this is the first time we ever laid any boots in the woods in Indiana.
How long were you guys hunting there?
We were planning to hunt there for about a week. I would have killed this deer about 4 days in.
Oh, so, okay. So when you did some e-scouting, what were you guys looking for? Because I'm sure, how many different places, there's probably a billion different choices of where you could go hunt public. Why did you hone in? And I'm not trying to blow up the spot, but just kind of give us an idea why you honed in on this specific spot.
So one thing we did look at is dispersed camping site. We set up camp like an outfitter's canvas tent. So we looked at some of the dispersed camping sites that were available. And we also looked at, I guess they call it timber cuts, clear cuts, that type of thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, was there something specific was there a certain type of acreage you're looking for in the public ground that you guys were going to hunt?
Not necessarily. We were looking at some of the smaller little corners, but we also kind of looking at some of the bigger tracts of the public land. But, yeah, we weren't too picky we weren't looking for a certain size or anything.
That's incredible. I mean, that's like almost throwing a dart on a map and saying, let's
Let's go there.
Check this out. Kill a booner.
Pretty much.
So you guys, as you're planning the trip, what all goes into, I mean, you took us through kind of the e-scouting side of it, but
what are all the snacks that
yeah,
you
like gear wise, how many little W's did you have? Like gear wise, like legitimately, like if you're going to stay there a week, you guys are camping out, like what goes through that process of just planning the trip in general?
Yeah, food was the main thing. Packing a lot of ice chests. Pulled out a little enclosed trailer with all our stuff, bows, sleeping bags, cots, little propane heater, propane stove.
Propane,
stuff like that.
So, so it's you and 3 other guys?
Yes.
Okay, so now take us through the hunts each morning. Are you guys just kind of saying, hey, I'm going to head this way, I'm going over there, you go over here, and we'll meet back at, whatever such and such time? You're texting each other, I'm sure. Like, what goes through, like, picking the spots in the public ground?
Yeah, so it was pretty much, hey, you want to go up that hollow? I'll go up this hollow, and we'll meet back at camp after dark. But yeah, it was kind of doing a little bit of scouting right away, getting some boots in the woods, checking for deer sign, rubs, scrapes, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay,
so the spot that you end up killing this deer, had you hunted there? Had you found it the day before, or the previous days? Like, what was it about this spot that made you want to go into it?
So, one of the guys along, his name is Austin. He was still hunting through a thicket, and he actually shot at a buck that he said had pretty big frame on, and it turned out that where I killed this one was really close to that. So he might have actually shot at this buck. Would have been 2 days prior or 3 days prior, and so he was in this thicket and he saw it coming. Saw legs coming, so he dropped down on one knee, and when it was about 15 yards, he said, about to come out into the trail he was out on. So he drew back, but it saw him draw back, and it stopped and looked at him, and he's like, well, it's now or never. So he held his pin on there and hoped his arrow would get through all the brush, but unfortunately his arrow ricocheted off a branch or something, and he ended up hitting it.
Austin's on suicide watch.
That's tough to get to 15 yards on a buck on the ground. That's wild.
So then, you're near that area. How big was the piece of public you guys were hunting? How many acres?
I'm not even sure. I couldn't even tell you.
This is a random hunt.
Couldn't or won't.
Are you messing with me?
I didn't actually look at the acreage at all, but it's a sizable piece.
Marshall, I don't blame you. Matt's been asking a lot of questions.
That's the job of the host.
That's true.
Adventure awaits, and with the Tenzing backpacks, you're ready for anything. Whether you're chasing giant bull elk in the backcountry, monster whitetails in the Midwest, or simply exploring the great outdoors, Tenzing has your back. Literally. Designed for performance, comfort, and durability, Tenzing backpacks keep your gear safe and accessible so you can focus on the journey ahead. From innovative storage solutions to ergonomic designs, Tenzing backpacks are built to handle your toughest expeditions. So, gear up with Tenzing, your trusted companion for every adventure. Tenzing backpacks, explore with confidence. Okay, so Tim, your turn. What questions do you have for Mr. Marshall?
I don't have to talk.
Okay, so Marshall... The day of
the snacks.
Let's get back to the snacks. How many snacks did you pack in your pack the day you went on your hunt?
No, I had a couple for sure. Yeah.
What were they?
Boy,
why are you acting evasive right now? It's like
I had some.
Oh, no, cream pie. Okay, you got me. I didn't tell my wife. I'm back on sugar.
The look he just gave was like, it was all pot. It was all cannabis in my pack. Like, I don't want to tell these guys what I had for snacks.
Mushroom.
If it's too personal, that's fine. I was just curious.
Had some peanut butter fiber balls that my wife made for me.
I knew there were
peanut butter fiber balls?
Yeah.
We need to work on the marketing for that product, but...
Was there any protein in them? I mean,
she has extra peanut butter for me. It's amazing.
I mean, I would like some.
The fiber component.
Okay. Let's get down to brass tacks here. Tim's getting us off point. All right, the day of the hunt. You go into your spot. Are you finding, you said it's the first time you ever saddle hunted? This trip, I assume, is the first time you ever saddle hunted, or was it from this hunt was the first time?
No, so this year I sat in the saddle maybe twice before this trip, but yeah, this is the first year that I had my saddle, so I was still learning it a bit prior to this hunt.
Okay.
What and who motivated you to start hunting out of a saddle, and why was it me?
Yeah. So I do some public land hunting here in Pennsylvania as well, and having the lightweight mobility of moving around, setting up versus I used to have a climber, and that thing is just big and bulky and heavy, and it's a pain to move that thing around.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm sure you have seen some of the memes in the Rack Pack about saddle hunting.
Oh yeah, I know. Tim, they always get pointed at Tim.
Yeah, they're not nice.
Okay, I just want to say,
not nice.
All right, so you're going in that morning. What kind of setup? What specifically are you looking for? Is it a pinch point? Is it, what is it about the setup that made this unique or made a deer want to go through this area?
So I'll back up maybe about a day.
Okay.
Austin was hunting that creek bottom, and he actually seen it chasing a doe down in the creek bottom. That would have been Tuesday evening. So going into Wednesday, he hunted right down in the bottom next to the creek, hoping they would come his way. And he didn't see it. He didn't see them at all in the morning. So he actually texted me and Jairus, that was another guy along. He's like, hey, if you guys want to come in here too, one guy set up on the east side of the creek, another guy set up on the west side of the creek, and maybe we can get a crack at this thing. So he was being pretty selfless in that part of it.
Yeah.
Letting us come in on this big deer. We didn't quite know how big it actually was, but we thought maybe, it could be pushing 160 or 170.
Austin's known to be a liar. So it could have been 130.
Was it 15 yards?
Yeah. So, yeah, he was kind of hunting that area a little bit days prior. He found some big rubs around that area, so he knew that this was probably his core area. And so, yeah, me and Jairus kind of moved in a little bit, hoping that he was still on that doe and locked down in that creek bottom. And then, so I set up in a tree, and around 4:00, I was like, man, I cannot see straight to my south, which would have been a hillside. And so I decided to move my stand back about 60 yards or so I could see both south and north on the hillside I was on. And about 20, 30 minutes before it got dark, Jairus texted the group and said, hey, I just saw the giant. He was on the west side where Jairus was headed down to the creek, but he was going south. And he was the one that was hunting the furthest to the south. So we all thought, the doe is taking him away from us. That's this evening's, that's about done. So we were kind of texting back and forth, thinking about what we're going to have for supper and stuff like that. And then about 50 minutes before dark, I thought I heard a grunt and some chasing. So I pulled out my binoculars, started looking straight south in the hillside there, and I saw him with his doe about 150 yards away.
Oh boy.
And light was fading, so I was like, I gotta give him a grunt or something, try and get him to come. So I gave 2 grunts, and the evening was super still, really quiet, so he could easily hear it. And when he heard those grunts, maybe a couple seconds later, I could hear him walking straight towards me.
So he left that doe?
He left the doe and walked, about 150, 130 yards straight towards me.
2 grunts and a prayer.
Dang,
it worked out.
That'd be a cool song.
Hell yeah. AI.
2 grunts
So,
and a
okay, so he's
prayer.
walking straight to you. How many yards you say?
From about 150, so he
Dang.
closed the distance.
Okay, so what's going through your mind as he's walking to you?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I was like, oh my word, I can't believe this might actually happen. Getting a shot at him. And so he came in about 40 yards. He paused for a little bit, just looking. And he decided, I guess he needed to investigate more. So he started coming at about 25 yards.
Oof.
And he was facing directly towards me, and I went to draw back, and my arm started to cramp. So I did like a half draw, then a full draw. I was like, cramping arm or not, I'm going to pull
one
back.
Of these?
Yeah, exactly. And when I did that, I rattled some branches around me, and then that caused him to look straight up at me.
And he's facing you dead on.
Yes, he's facing me dead on.
Mean streets.
So he started to turn to would have been his right, my left. And I remember ranging a little tree right there. So I knew I had a clear shot, and it was 25 yards. So as he was turning in that clearing, I went and shot, and I hit him back and low. Unfortunately, I did not make a great shot at all. And at the shot, he ran up about 40 or 50 yards, looked back for a little bit, and then kind of hunched over and slowly walked stiff-legged. And I saw him bed down about 130 yards from me. Kind of what they normally do with a gut shot. And so right away, I was kicking myself like crazy. Made a poor shot on such a big deer.
It sucks. It's a shitty feeling. But it happens. Yeah. So at that point, what are you could still see him? Like you're seeing him in his first bed?
Yes.
So what's the game plan at that point? I mean, wait for it to get pitch black and then back out, I assume?
So I waited till it got dark. I didn't wait super long. I just figured I'm going to climb down, and when I start walking in the leaves, I know he's going to hear me no matter what. Mm-hmm. So when I put my first step in the leaves, I just walked straight away and never paused or looked back at all, hoping that he would hear me walking away and stay put. And that is thankfully what he did.
That's a good plan, honestly.
Just nonchalantly walk away.
Like it could be a deer, it could be whatever. It's just walking away.
Well,
dangerous
whistling might help.
Or I am walking away,
pretending
dear.
you're on a phone call with your wife. Yeah, I shot a deer. I didn't get him, so I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know where he's at.
Go back to my truck. Brilliant.
You're walking away. You get back to camp. What's the vibe from the buddies?
How's Austin taking it?
So we actually went on the deer cast track and pulled up that the buck that you can place the pin on. And I was like, hey, pull that up for me, but I don't want to see the vitals. Just give me the hide view. I don't want to be biased. And I picked the spot where I thought I hit it and then turned on vitals. And actually, I was around the liver. So I think I got, afterwards we knew it when we got up to him, but I did get some liver. But it was back in the stomach area also.
So what is it recommended? 16 to 24, or what was the time frame?
Oh, for a liver shot, I don't even remember what it said, but we ended up waiting about 14 hours.
Okay.
So we went in the next morning. Yeah.
What? Yeah. So how do you pass the time? Because that's a good chunk of time.
Try and get some sleep every night. That's about.
Yeah.
That's a tough night of sleep.
Okay, so you're playing it back through your head. What's the game plan going into the next day's recovery? I mean, I'm assuming all four of you are now like, hey, yeah, this is awesome. We're going to try to find everything we can do to find the deer. What's the game plan so that you don't potentially bump him, or where he was last? Are you just kind of slowly, obviously creeping into from a downwind position, kind of get in there, or what's the plan?
So I guess we didn't try to get in there too quietly, really. We kind of walked to the spot. I kind of expected him to move or rebed during the night, maybe down towards the creek, if anything. So we went in there. I took him to the spot where I hit him, and then we got on some blood because of that liver. We got on some blood, and then we walked, maybe 20 yards, and we could see him up ahead, laying there right where he had last bedded, laying dead.
Was he actually like bedded down, or was he tipped over on his side?
No, he was tipped over on the side. You can kind of see where he might have kind of kicked around some in the leaves.
So how excited were you guys?
We couldn't believe our eyes. We didn't expect to run into something like this, and that thing is absolutely giant. It was crazy.
Yeah,
They were all videoing me as I went up to and grabbed the antlers and everything. It was such a good time.
Dude, that's like what dreams are made of for a whitetail hunter.
Share it
especially
with your friends.
Yeah, and I can't imagine the public land aspect of it, how hard that is, and just to see a deer of that caliber make it through.
To have friends.
I don't. Yeah, can't relate. So I mean, that's just a fun moment. So you guys, go through the photos and get, field dress them, get them out of there. What's the celebration back at camp like that night?
Oh yeah, so we had to get some beers for sure. But I'm not a big beer drinker than the other guys. The other guys partake in that a little bit more than I do, but yeah, it was.
Austin's wasted.
Yeah.
Drinking his sorrows away.
Yeah, so we actually quarter them out and pack them out. That's easier than dragging, so that's what we did. Throw the giant rack on my pack and pack it out.
Yeah,
pretty easy when you have a bunch of dudes. Spread the weight out.
Sure.
So backstraps for dinner that night?
No, not actually from this buck, but one other fellow in the group actually shot a 9-point the night before.
Awesome.
About a 120-inch 9.
Awesome.
Good rack deer, but we made backstraps from his buck, and then we didn't bother making any from mine then.
Man, you know how epic it'd be hiking back through the woods, the timber with that huge rack on your back, and you just like throw a fist up in the air like fiber balls for dinner tonight.
10 other public land hunters are in their trees, just like,
hey guys,
damn it.
Look at this, look what I got. Hey, there's that guy.
Did you guys run into any other hunters while you were there?
Couple, yeah. But overall, we thought it was pretty low pressure. We're from PA, so we expect a lot more, I guess. So it did seem like there was less hunting pressure, or that area was pretty low hunting pressure as far as archery goes. Yeah,
so don't tell anybody where you are or were, and I'd go back for sure.
Yeah.
Although your random dartboard theory of just picking a place seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah, somehow I still can't believe it.
Dude, I would love to know what the odds of that are. Like how many big, I know there are big deer on public land, and there's a lot of public land out there, but yeah, damn man, for a random kind of choice of picking this spot.
Well, and the other thing, Marshall, I don't know, this piece of public ground, different management agencies have different regulations on the use of trail cameras. Did this piece of ground even allow trail cameras?
I saw cell cam. Some of the other guys saw some cameras and some cell cams. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's kicking themselves right now.
That deer.
You know what you should have done is walked past it on your pack out.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We should definitely drag this deer past some cell cams so they know what happened to him.
Would probably close the chapter.
Your
for
route out was like this.
It's 5 hours to walk 1 mile.
Yeah,
Dang.
let everybody know that deer is no longer with us.
Congratulations. That really just embodies the optimistic spirit that we all have about every time we go to the woods. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
And especially when you set out on an adventure with your buddies, to be able to share that and coordinate and have it all come together. That's just, it's an incredible story.
It's pretty epic. The friend aspect of it definitely makes it like, that's what makes the hunting trip so fun, to do it with your buddies and then kill a couple good deer out of public. I mean, that's pretty epic. That's a pretty epic trip for 2 out of the 4 guys that kill good deer.
Yeah, for sure. It was a ton of fun. Yeah. Friends, hunt camp, feeling there, yeah, it's just a tons of fun. And then, yeah, icing on the cake was a giant, but I couldn't be happier.
Jeez.
That's pretty awesome. So did your wife take credit for it with the peanut butter balls? Is that, I kept you full.
She takes partial credit to let me go out there for a week. That's for sure.
She should too.
My fiber balls kept him full and regular the entire trip.
A lot of deuces in the woods.
Focus.
She's really worried about you getting clogged up out there.
I tell you what, taking a deuce in the timber, there's nothing like it. It's great.
I don't agree with you whatsoever.
Well, you got to do it. It's a good.
Actually, no. I got a funny story. I ain't telling. It's so bad. I'm not even telling.
Those are the best. Those are the best things for the
podcast.
podcast. You just say like about something, but never tell someone the full thing.
Yeah, I'm not telling. No, I'm not telling. This is going to the grave with me.
Oh, jeez.
Sportsman's Channel is your home for Winchester and Drury's natural born. Join the cast on some of the most hard-hitting action on outdoor TV. See the full schedule at thesportsmanschannel.com. All right, Marshall, we got some trivia here. You want to partake in some Rack Pack trivia?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, all right.
It looked like he almost said, I'd rather
Is
not.
there someone in the car with you holding you at gunpoint?
I'm checking the time.
Okay. Oh, guys, I am about done with this podcast. All right.
Say grandma if you're being held under duress.
We'll make it quick.
Well, we're going to Grandma's for supper tonight, so
You cannot miss that. All right. Well, I'll be quick. A recent poll in the Rack Pack asked what caliber rifle the group would use to take the North American 29, which is every big game animal in North America. What caliber was the winner? A, 30-06, B, 270 Win, C, 300 Blackout. So A, B, or C, 30-06, 270, or 300.
And that was pulled from the Rack Pack, you said?
Yeah, I'm
Bunch of
surprised
idiots.
you're not familiar. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna say A, the 30-06.
Ding, ding. We have a winner.
You
Hold on.
win a guest
Got
appearance on the 100% Wild Rack Pack.
And I'm a big boy.
Hey, right on.
Good job. Yeah, 30-06. That's actually, I remember this. That's what I went with. 30-06.
We should flash a picture up here in post of a button buck my buddy shot with a 30-06. You talk, hey, if there's a way to go out of this life, just instant lights out, this thing
30-06.
is part of it had to be just vaporized.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, we have a shout out. Hey.
Matt uses his non-dominant scent to get the scrape going for the big boys.
If you didn't know what that was referring to, that sounds pretty questionable.
A lot of estrogen in that urine.
That was from Jeremy Gunn via YouTube. Thank you, Jeremy.
Jeremy's a rack packer also. He's
If
all
he
over
only
the place.
knew what my testosterone levels were, I just had them
Flagging
tested.
at best.
Not great.
Yeah. We'll work on that.
We got to.
All right. Well, Marshall, hey man, thanks for sharing the story. Congrats on a great buck, and man, you guys have something to be proud of for sure.
That's a memory for a lifetime, man. Congratulations to you and your buddies.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm pretty sure for the rest of my life, I'll be hunting for the second biggest buck that I ever shot.
Pretty safe
No
bet.
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Especially
Hey,
in Pennsylvania here.
if you kill a bigger one, though, let us know.
Yeah, throw it in the rack bag. Tell
I'll have
Grandma
to
we
do
said
that.
hi.
All right, man. Well, congratulations and enjoy that grandma's dinner. There's
Mm.
nothing better.
Oh, I will.
Not gonna say it.
What's she making? Real quick before we go. What's she having?
I didn't hear the menu yet, but whatever it is, I usually don't complain.
Stovetop.
All right, buddy. Well, congrats. Enjoy and be safe the rest of the season. All right.
All right, thank you.
All right. Until next time. Peace out.
See ya.
DeerCast movement prediction and mapping tools combined with our exclusive virtual rain gauges gets you ahead of your game.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by DeerCast Maps, waypoints, weather, virtual rain gauges, and more. Every tool you need to get ahead of your game.